Hello everyone and welcome to the Redmen TV. Steve Hoare here. It's player ratings time. After Liverpool draw 2-2 at home to Brighton, and then we are running a man of the match poll throughout this video. In the chat, if you simply type exclamation point, the word vote, no space, exclamation point, vote, and then the number, go again, exclamation point, vote, space, and then the number of the player that correlates to the number allocated to them over here. So for example, if Alisson is your man of the match, it will literally just be exclamation point, vote, space, and then number 1 for Alisson, which is about up there. Keep your votes coming in throughout the video. And at the end, once we've rated all of these players, I'll let you know who you guys think was Liverpool's man of the match. And we'll see if it correlates with the person who I and we gave the strongest ratings to. Before we start then, in the live chat as well, completely separate, but if you want to post your scores for any of the players I'm talking about, I've got them here in front of me. So again, completely separate, don't have to type vote, no exclamation marks, nothing. Simply when I say the person's name, if you just write, I don't know, Van Dijk 6 or whatever it is, let me know as we get through them. I will start then with the aforementioned goalkeeper, Alisson Becker. I mean, we did the watch along earlier and I saw a few comments saying, he's off his line for the goal. And I was like, well, yeah, he has to be off his line for the goal. He can't just be stood on his line because anyone thinks that that's going to be a cross. And he was hardly, he was hardly on the penalty spot. He was like a yard off his line. So he makes some amazing saves. The fingertip save for Basuma. He makes a few one-on-ones. Another one that was offside, but he even saves that as well. I don't think he could do anything for both goals, to be honest. I think the first one's a worldie. And he's in the right position, it just goes over his head. It's an amazing strike. The second one, he comes out big and the other guy slots it away. I don't really think we can blame Alisson. He did make some top saves as well. So I am going to give Alisson Becker 8 out of 10. I'm looking in the chat here. There's a few here. Demolition Rob gives him an 8 as well. We've had a few other 8s as well. So yeah, I'm going to go along with those. I'm going to give the goalie an 8 out of 10. That might be the highest mark I give. Spoiler, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about it. It could well be. Andy Robertson. We had a super chat in the watch song where we said, does Robertson need a break? Was he as good? Is Kostas Tsimikas potentially a better option? Let me know, guys, in the chat how you thought Robertson did. I don't think he particularly covered himself in glory for their goal. He's very, very deep. He's tracking a runner, plays someone on side, and then when he goes across, he kind of gets beaten far too easily, dives in a little bit. I don't think Robertson had a very good game at all, to be honest. He wasn't much of an attacking threat. A lot of his crosses got cut out at source. It just didn't seem like a very good day for Robbo. By the end of it, he looked like his head had gone a little bit. Almost like he was arguing with the ref, he's shouting at the ref. I think a ball comes in the box and he pushes the defender, just gives away a stupid free kick when we're on the attack, starts screaming at Mike Dean. I think a 5 is probably about right for Robbo. I think 5, 4 or 5. Yeah, I'm going to go 5, to be honest. I don't think he was very good at all. Took a yellow card for no reason. It was very strange. So yeah, Virgil van Dijk. Virgil's been strange this season. He's still obviously an amazing player, but we can clearly see he is working his way back. He isn't the infallible beast that he was 2 seasons ago before Jordan Pickford ruined his knee. I'd like to know your thoughts on Virgil, really, because as a back four as a whole, it looked a bit messy. And now he is the leader of that back four. He's meant to set the example of that for that back four, and didn't really do that. It was hard to really see what happened. I don't think he did particularly anything wrong himself. Like, he wasn't a shocking performance, but usually Virgil raises the standard, and the standard just was not there. I'm seeing some here. I've seen a 6 out of 10. I've seen a couple of 6 out of 10s for Virgil. There's a few names you were trying to, I think they're trying to Chris Page at me, by the way, with some of these names. Hopefully I won't fall for one of those ones. I think 6. Okay, not great, not bad. Yeah, I think Rob says that. Virgil, and there's a good point here actually by Jeffrey Tau, who says Virgil was average in a back line that was poor. I think that's about right. I think he was average. And my average rating in these things is a 6, so Virgil gets a 6. Ibu Konate gets the nod ahead of Joe Gomez, was absolutely magnificent. At Man United, Old Trafford, he was brilliant. Here, not so much, to be honest. I don't think he played well at all. He was at 6s and 7s quite a lot. Impulsive, diving in, getting caught out. He goes on a run to the halfway line, loses it, and that's what causes the Basuma run. Alisson fingertip save. I don't think Konate played well at all, to be honest. He's only young and he'll learn, and there's more to come from him. He's clearly a very gifted player. Physically, he's amazing. You can see he's very dominant. He won a lot of headers still. But let me know what you guys think for Konate, because I'll be honest, I think he was worse than Van Dijk. I don't think he had a good game at all. I'm just checking here now. Yeah, he was unbelievable in here, but he was out of position all the time. I think that's fair. Josiah Cooper says 6. See, I think 6 might be too hard. I'm going to say 5. And I'll be honest, if I'm Joel Matip now, I'm thinking, I probably deserve to play there. Konate started the season as 4th choice, and all of a sudden he's in. He's ahead of Joe Gomez, and he was ahead of Matip today. Whether that's rotation or matchups or whatever it is, he did play well in Manchester. We have to say that. But today, not for me. I am going to go, with a 5 for Konate. Trent Alexander-Arnold. I thought at times he saved our bacon at the back post a few times with a nice header, or he'd fill in well. Attacking wise, we didn't see a lot. That free kick was just absolutely awful. Like when Trent's standing over the ball there, it's obvious he's going to be the one shooting. Like Liverpool tried to fool them, but Trent was always going to, because why else would he be there? It makes no sense whatsoever. I don't think Trent was very good at all overall. Let me know what you guys think. I've seen a 3 here for Trent, but I think that's harsh. I don't think he was that bad. Anyone thought? I'm thinking probably 4 or 5. Probably, yeah, Trent, he wasn't great attacking at all. Like say, Shane O'Kelly says Trent was very poor going forward today. We have 5s. The free kick was not Trent's fault because Robbo's ball was awful. I agree, it wasn't ideal, but yeah, I'm going to go try. He let him, by his high standards, it wasn't a good game for Trent. 5. Now, the captain playing in the number 6 role, this is really difficult for me because I thought for the first half, if that makes sense, he was brilliant. I thought he was amazing. He scores a very good goal. The tempo's good. He's pressing. He's harrying. Liverpool were at 6 and 7s quite a lot of the time, and he was sorting them out. He was winning tackles, but it went downhill, and it went downhill fast. Let me know what you guys think of Jordan Henderson. See, I'm conflicted because he was good for a while, and I'm thinking like he was genuinely like up there as like an 8 for like maybe half an hour. And then afterwards, he was really rubbish. Like 2s and 3s are probably. So my thinking is, he's probably around the 5. He deserves credit. It was a worldy goal, and that's what brings him up a little bit. But then on the flip side, he was the number 6, and they were just running through our midfield all game. So I am torn. He did score a really good goal. But like I say, so is it Josiah says Hendo gets a 7 for the goal. Shane, 6.5. We've got a 6.10 as well. I don't think he was that good. I think they're all too high, to be honest. I know we got the goal and stuff, and it was a really good goal, but I think he was actually really rubbish after that. So the goal saved him a little bit, but Henderson gets a 5 from me. It's hard to really rate Naby Keita. I don't think it's really fair for me to give him a rating. So what I'm going to do, he was only on the pitch for like 15 minutes or something, was it? I'm going to sub him out over here. I'm going to bring Ox in, because Ox played the majority of the game. I don't think it's fair to give Naby a rating, so I'm not going to do it. He looked all right, didn't he, until he went off injured, but there was nothing there to say. So yeah, Naby is going to get an NA. I don't think it's fair to judge him. Just hope that injury isn't as bad, because hamstring injuries can be brutal, and we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to give Ox. I think Ox deserves the rating here, not Naby. Wow, comes on, really good assist, very, very early on. Really good cross that Sadio Mane converts, but after that, it wasn't great. I'm looking here now, we've got, let's see, 5s, we've got a few 4s. Ox 5 from Keith, Doob, Ox 6, we've got an Ox 6, we've got an Ox 7, Craig Jones says 3, Shane says 6. I'm in the same boat as Henderson. I think the assist helped drag him up, because otherwise it wasn't great. I thought he gave the ball away far too easily. Some, there was times when Liverpool, Robertson would be on the overlap and Trent would just give it, Oxley would just give it straight to the opposition. I don't think he was very good at all. I would say his intent was there. He looked busy. For enough, as we say, Natalia there in the comments, Ox was the only one who looked like he wanted to do something. I do get that, but he wanting to do it and then doing it, two completely different things. The assist was really good, and Jeff says the same. Other than the assist, Ox was giving the ball away a lot, and he was. So the assist brings him up, but overall it wasn't a good performance from Liverpool's midfield, and he gets a 5. Curtis Jones given the nod to start the game ahead of the aforementioned Oxlade-Chamberlain. In the end, both played anyway, because obviously the injury. I don't think Curtis Jones had a very good game at all. I don't think he was particularly good against Preston in the week. I think he was even worse here, actually, against a much better opposition. Let me know how you think Curtis Jones got on, because I think he might have been worse than these two. in which case for me, he has to get a lower rating than Henderson Knox. He has to get a lower rating than Canate, for example. I think he was poor. I've got some here, let's see. We've got 5 out of 10, he really struggled. Shane says, yeah, he was 4. We've got a 4 from Nina Black as well. Kirkus gets a 4 from Rob. He did look lost. I think you're right. I am going to say 4. Dwayne Blue says 3. So we've got someone here saying I thought he was better than Ox, but I don't. I think Ox at least had the assist. Curtis Jones was rubbish. I think the only reason he stayed on was the Keita injury had forced Chamberlain on, and in the end, Klopp had no. It was either Tyler Morton or Taki. Taki does come on for minutes at the end when we're chasing some of them, but I thought Jones was 4. And Jones was poor, so he gets a 4. There you go. I'm a poet. Didn't even know it. Sadio Mane then takes his goal really well. Unfortunate with the handball not to get another one. Looked our most lively player at times. He should have had an assist from Mo Salah pretty much, but tiny offside. I don't think he released the ball too late. I think it was just one of those things where the pass didn't quite marry up. Let me know if you guys let me know what you think of Sadio Mane's score. I think he's probably better than most of these. I think he's better than the 6s and the 5s that I would give elsewhere. I'm thinking he's in the 6.5 to 7 range. I got criticised on the Watford one for doing 0.5s, but it's my show, I can do 0.5s. Let's see, we've got, Dwayne says 6, we've got a few 1s, I'm not sure about that one. 7s, yeah, Mane 7, Mane gets a 7, he was unlucky, but he was still boss. Yeah, Craig says 7 as well, Drew says 7, Shane says, yeah, there's tons and tons of 7. I am going to give him a 7 as well. I'm going to go along with the majority verdict there, 7. Probably our best outfield player. Bobby Firmino, I don't think Bobby had a very good game at all. I think, again, if it wasn't for the injury to Keita, I think the Jota sub happens a lot earlier. Because you can sometimes tell with Bobby quite early on what type of mood he's in, if he's going to be good, if he's going to be bad. I don't think he was very good at all. I certainly don't think he was as good as Mane. I probably don't think he's as bad as the 4 I gave to Kurt. 4, 5, 6. Let's see, I've got some comments here. Shane says 4.5. Max says 6. Jeff says Bobby gave the ball away almost as much as Ox. We've got Bobby 5 out of 10. Should have made the change earlier. Yeah, they should have. I agree. Jürgen gets this. We've got a 4.5 as well. I will go. I think I was going to go 5, and I think that's too harsh. Too high. I'm going to go 4 for Bobby. I don't think Bobby was very good at all. Right, the king, this fella on my shirt. Maybe I jinxed him by wearing my favourite shirt today, me Mo Salah shirt. Nearly has a goal, very, very unlucky not to be. He's involved in the build-up for the first one. It looked like he had their fullback on toast for a while, and then it kind of petered away. And as Liverpool lost control of the game, Mo Salah wasn't able to get involved. At times, they would fire the ball into Mo, and his touch was good, but there wasn't a lot on. He can't dance around 6 every week. We may have thought that after City and Watford, but he can't. You can only go to that well once so often. I'm looking at the ratings here. We've got Salah 6, Mo 6, 6 from Shane as well, 6 from Mac. We've got Dwayne who says 5, Rob, Salah was a 6 because he was man-Arnold. Natalia, Mo gets a 4 maximum. 6, tough outing, but still provided the assist. He assisted the goal well. He done really well for it. I think 5's harsh. I think he was a 6 as well. I thought he opened the game well, and it kind of faded out. But yeah, I think he was a 6 for Mr. Mo Salah. I'm not going to give Taki a rating either, I'll be honest. He was on the pitch for about 2 minutes. Jota got a bit longer, and he didn't do anything. I don't know what Jota did. Has anyone got any ratings? Does anyone remember? Let me know in the comments if you remember a Diogo Jota moment where he did anything. And maybe that explains why Firmino was poor as well. The service to the front wasn't great. But Jota comes on, and I remember I was saying on the watch long, he's a goal scorer. He should be disappointed after getting dropped against Man United. After the win against Man United, can you go on, Diogo, and impose yourself? Can you earn Liverpool the win that they need? And he didn't. I think he just got a yellow card in. No. Taki got booked after about 30 seconds. Jota just didn't do anything. It's hard. I agree. Someone says, going back to Salah, he was marked by 2 players. What do you expect? I totally agree. That's what I was saying before. He can't go to that well. Jota, he hardly touched the ball, did he? It's hard to give him much of a rating. Let's go 5. 5, and maybe I'm being generous. So yeah, you can tell by the scoreline was 2-2. and lots of fours, fives and sixes, tons of that. It was a mediocre performance. Liverpool started the game so well. Unfortunately unable to sustain it, and by the end, like I say, Brighton were probably the better team. I think we looked a bit tired at times. I think Jota should have been on earlier. There's tons to talk about, but I know what you're all waiting for. You're waiting to find out who you all voted for your man of the match. Did it marry up with the man I give my man of the match to? I obviously thought Alisson Becker was man of the match because that tells its story. You guys voted for. Tom's going to let me know. You guys agree with me. You are all wonderful. See, great minds think alike. You two voted. How many percent did you get? 50%. Half of you, just about half of you voted Alisson Becker man of the match. And your vote goes along with my vote. I thought it was the same as well. So yeah, that's our player ratings. But there's more to come for you guys. Got a special treat for you guys who watch these shows every single week. Our instant match reaction is going out on Redmen Plus over on the website. We've already had our Errol's done your reactions, we've had the player ratings, we've done the watch along, we've done the final whistle, but there's one more show coming based around this game. It is instant match reaction. It's on Redmen Plus. It will be streaming live very shortly, and it'll be there for you guys to watch forever and ever. You can go back and watch it whenever you want. If you go over to redmentv.com, subscribe to Redmen Plus today. When you sign up, if you use the discount code INSTANT, all in capital letters, as you sign up, you won't be charged for your first month. It will be completely free. So not only will you get to watch me and Elle go more in depth with the instant match reaction, you'll be able to watch all our shows completely free for the next month. So that's the Final Word show that we'll be recording on Monday. We've got JNO Insights Extra. We've got the Around the League show. We've got the Reds Debate show. Tons and tons. There's tons of documentaries. The Hendo 10 documentary. We've got tons of the Madrid documentary. Absolutely loads there for you. And it will be free for the entire month if you type in the code INSTANT in capital letters as you sign up. Please go and do it at the end of the show. Sign up, have a little cup of tea, and then me and Elle will be streaming there for you with our reaction to this game. It was a bit rubbish, wasn't it? But hey ho, we're going to delve it deep and we're going to see exactly what we think went right, what went wrong, and what we can learn from that game. Thanks so much for watching. Those are the player ratings, and we'll see you all soon on the Redmen TV. Ta-da.
Nice one for watching that. If you enjoyed that, get on to Redmen Plus. It's a Liverpool streaming service. It's Netflix for Reds. Over 30 brand new and exclusive interviews, documentaries and shows every single month. If you join as a club captain, you can have your name at the end of every single Redmen TV video. Join now, redmentv.com. You will not regret it.